Alright guys, I was just getting set up here. What's up? It has been a crazy few weeks for me. What do I want to say? I want to say a lot of things. Everybody's been asking, why don't you just drop bombshells then? Why don't you just tell everybody? I'll tell you some things in this video. I can't release names. And the reason, I could, but I'm fearful of a lawsuit or lawsuits. That's how they get you. That's how they got you over a barrel. People sign NDA forms and stuff like that. Non-disclosure agreements. When you're brought into a certain world, let's say. The reason I'm showing you Rio so much, he's hoaxing. 100%. He knows nothing. He's spoon-fed everything. Believe me if you want to, I don't really care. He had tried to contact these groups, Surge, Sir, and even Anthony Moffat, who he adored. But Anthony really wasn't part of their team. That was the problem. And he always wanted to learn how to Bigfoot. Calling people up. Hey, how do I Bigfoot? Tell me. I love you. I don't know what I'm doing. Now look I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm not coming after anybody. I'm trying to tell you guys what the hell is going on out here. So give me the credit and the respect that's due. Do you understand that? You think it's a joke. The reason people follow him is the way he double talks like President Obama. He's pretty, got a nice jawline, beautiful teeth, and come on guys, that you're following a person because of that? Seriously. I don't get it. But what I want to say is, yes, there is a controlling factor out there. I've been privy to certain conversations over the last, let's just say 1 year. You guys didn't know who I was. Nobody knew who I was. I was just like Rio in a sense, but I didn't want his position. Nope. Not me. There are weekly meetings that take place with people via Skype. Let's call it the round table, where they sit down. Some of the best people you talk to and some of the people that you know, some of the people that run some groups. Not going to mention who, what, where, when, and why, but anyway, they control everything, and I'm going to explain a little bit why. So the whole goal is to have a cultural relaxation to this. How do I explain this? They want you guys to accept it little by little by little by little by little. They don't want a body dropped right on you. People are erratic and crazy and all over the place. One person can be rational. So when you get people, they cause riots and fights and everything else. All these groups, Black Lives Matter and this and all this cultural stuff is going on, so they don't want that. What I do know is that these groups that choose which way the direction of the Bigfoot world is going, they don't want it, they don't want real researchers. Real researchers that are catching stuff catch the most heat because they want to keep it silent. They don't want to prove Bigfoot is real. If they prove it, they lose a lot of money. Okay? The forest industry loses a lot of money. People on TV lose a lot of money because what are you going to do? Find Bigfoot? How? How are you going to find Bigfoot if it's already found? And that was just in general. That's not saying any show particular. I'm just saying. because that's what you do when you go out and look for Sasquatch. You try to find it. This is like a mafia structure. There is a head, and they have some people below them, and the heads meet with them people below them, and it's like this little circle. One guy will control the media and what gets into the media. Very well known. Very well known. I'm wondering how I can give you a hint of who it is. I'll come back to that. Another person runs this and runs that, and it's all broke down. And they meet on Skype, and they choose which way the Bigfoot industry, the Bigfoot, what's being released, how it will be released, what will be released. Have you ever noticed this as we sat in the meetings and talked? One guy will release something, same day or next day another guy releases something, another guy releases something, and it's all like the same stuff. And you're sitting there like, oh my God, that guy over there just found the same thing, and that guy found the same thing over there. It's because it was meant to be that way. It was set to be that way. If you think that I come on here and lie to you, you've got something wrong with you. I don't want money. I don't want your money. All I did is try to get a FLIR campaign, which was shut down by them. I'll get into all that. So basically, I was privy to all these conversations and things that happen behind the curtain, the Iron Curtain, as Rio says. And it is impenetrable because the top tier, you guys know these people well that are on TV. You know them. They meet with the people here. Group leaders, forum leaders, outing leaders, people that you respect, people that you see, and they say this is what needs to be done. Then you have real researchers, and you have all this stuff going on underneath, a big mosh pit, which takes care of itself anyway because they sit back and laugh. They don't have to do anything. They don't. Because you guys screw it all up anyway. And I'm telling you what was said. Okay? So, and they laugh at it because everybody fights and there's no real principle, and they love it anyway because nobody's paying attention. So if I stand to lose a lot of money on TV or forestry or rewrite history or rewrite religion, I'm not going to show it. So the government comes in and says, hey, you're popular. I'm going to poke you. You're popular, buddy. The Department of whatever you want to call it. I'm not even going to say what. It's just the Department of, let's just call it, for lack of a better word, the Department of America. Okay? Says, hey, we can't handle everything. The park rangers sit on their asses and eat. They can't handle all this stuff. David Paulides explains a lot of missing people in his books. I'll get into that. So they say, we can't handle this. Why don't you help us? Hey, there's some grant money. Look at this. Hey guys, look at this. Oh, you got grant money. How much? I don't know. 100 million? 500 million? I don't know. What does it take? Can you help us? Yeah, we can. We'll help you. That money funds everything. The dumbing down of the real research. As I sit on Skype listening to all this happen, privy to everything that you and you and you and you that point all the fingers and say you hate, you have no clue. None at all. None. And they choose the direction of what's released, where everything goes, how it goes, and so on and so forth. There's going to be a shift. Maybe since I say this, they'll wait a little longer, but I don't think they can because anyway, there's filming going on, and The shift is going to be to the woo, to the paranormal. There's more money in paranormal. You can go out in the woods and be like, oh my God, what was that? What was that? You can't prove the paranormal. People have been trying to do it for hundreds of years. You can't prove it. So they're trying to shift everybody's attention to the paranormal. Creates more money, revenue, everything, so on and so forth. There's just a bigger call for it, bigger demand. People get scared. They like it. Let's look at Blair Witch. Made millions off a stupid movie. That's what it's all about, guys. They're shifting everything to the woo. As you've seen, people that didn't believe before, hint, and now they believe and they go to the woo factor. Those may be the people that are controlling the media. Hint. There's certain people that control there's so many aspects. I don't even know. I can't mention names. This is the problem. I'm not going to have a lawsuit come against me. There is a head company that has research reports, right? So these research reports are all over the place. You can go online and, hey, click it in and, oh, look at there, this state, but you can't read the reports. Those reports are classified to the inside. Okay? So, in each area, each state will have their own researcher from the top tier people. And what they do is they kind of govern that state or that region. There may be a couple if the state is big. What happens is this company up here gets a report, and they get on the phone and they call up the company over here or here. Hey, go check this report out. So check the database, and everybody's got passwords. I have my own password. I had everything. Go in there, click, check it out, read it, look at it, see what's what, where's the report at, who it was, name, date, location, time. Sometimes you get them like that. My last one was July 22nd. It was a kid, 15 years old. Last name Mead. Before my password was changed and I was kicked off. I got mad and I started speaking out. So in those meetings, I started speaking out. I played dumb with people that I talked to. I might message you and we might talk as friends, but I had to play dumb. You have to play on the inside, you know. And my whole goal wasn't to expose them at all. I was going to play ball and do all that. I had offers on the table to be on TV, do Netflix, do this, do that. But my gut, my intuition that somebody talks about in a video out in Utah, that's why that was made. My intuition, my better judgment said, no way, don't do that. This ain't you, man. You don't need to lie. You don't need to bullshit. If you're not about the money, you're no good. If you're into real research, get away from us, because we want to keep it quiet. Why do they want to keep it quiet? They lose money. They want to have this cultural shift slow, so it's accepted. Right now, you're already numb to the fact. Look at what goes on in thousands of groups, thousands of people, thousands of radio casts, web shows. You're numb to it. By you replying back and forth, you've already been implanted with it. You accept that it exists, even if you don't think it does. You may say, well, it could. Subliminal messaging. So they do this, and they've been doing it for like the last 15 years. And that's why all the real researchers catch heat. That's why police show up. That's why people are threatened with lawsuits. That's why people go behind your back and bash the hell out of you. And that's why you're bashed online. So what happens? The general public sees it. Oh, well, look at such and such is saying that to him. I'm going to do the same thing because I want to be like him. And the public doesn't know shit. And you guys that post all these things think you know something, and you don't know a damn thing that's going on. I've talked to a few of my friends today, and I told them, and I gave them stories, and I have shit backed up. Sent messages, shared messages. And they basically blocked my GoFundMe. That's why I didn't get any money. They didn't want me to get a thermal because they're scared. The people in the real research areas are going out, getting actual footage. Those are actual Sasquatches that you see. They're scared that we will get really good proof, really good evidence, and that's why the guy in Utah came out with that video yesterday. I have some messages where I told a person the other day, he happens to be a head in New York State. And I told him the other day, I said, look, you got 10 days. I want my FLIR campaign taken care of, or I want a FLIR to show up at my front door, or I'm going to basically expose everything, because the only people they let get things is who they like and who they want. They promote it. Pump it up. Share it on their pages. Share it here, share it there, hit it here, hit it there, ship it to this guy, there, everywhere else. Bam! Money's raised. But then they never use it, because that's not what's hot right now. They don't want that coming out right now. That's why it hasn't been used. It's just sitting in a box. Oh, the cables. I didn't know. Well, I got $6,000 in the cables, and I'm going to play ADHD dumb right now, and I don't understand what is going on, and I live in Utah. But here's my theory. Dude, the dude's a front man. He looks good. He talks good. He's a front man. What the whole goal is, they were going to drop a body. Yeah, I said it. They were going to drop a body. They already have it. There's more than one. They already have it. I've been told this. I'm not making this shit up. I knew a location where it was at. There was one in Washington State. I don't know where it's at now. Okay, so they were going to drop it. Boom. But they were going to do it while people were out researching, looking for Bigfoot, going to somebody's property, and certain people were going to find it and make it credible, but certain people didn't want nothing to do with it because they didn't know how it was going to happen, and it's got to be done by a credible group, so the person is chosen, and the front speaker, who you all trust, Mr. Utah, was going to be the speech guy and the fall guy all in one, and Utah doesn't even know that. It's disgusting, because it's all about money, because they want to turn it into education. They want to charge to teach you about it. Once it's found, all the regulations kick in, but they want education. They want to teach you about it. Charge you for it. Charge you more for outings. Double the price for outings per person. You're talking $1,000 a person probably. You can speculate. I'm not going to give any names. I'm going to say there's a group on top. That group got money from secret organizations, trickled it down, helps pay for conferences, helps promote people, helps do a lot of things, guys. Certain people's groups that have strived and done good and got pushed up. Here's this research company, and here's this research company, and here. Certain ones go, and we're like, whoa, why? How'd that happen? And they continue, and they stay right there. They'll never get bigger than the top dogs, but they stay right there, a happy medium. They're making money, getting their information out, getting report access to the databases, selling their material, merchandise, and they're the quick ones to back them up. Why? Because if I'm getting a kickback and people are looking out for me, I'm sticking up for them. Believe me if you want. I really don't give a shit. I'm telling you the damn truth here. Straight up cover up. I've been privy to conversations and so much shit. If I shared my inbox that I took screenshots of and saved on my disk, you guys wouldn't believe it. You guys remember Daisy? That was pushed hard. Daisy was pushed hard. Was it real or was it made up? I know the answer. They continue to force feed you and send you in directions. One of the first groups that you find when you come into this is a paranormal group. The woo factor. People like Kelly Shaw, who is a good dude, who had got booted, hated, shit on because he was doing real research. People like myself. If you're doing the fake research, just getting out there, wood knocks, and look at the structures, and I'm going to teach you, and you really never progress, that's what they want. They don't want you catching something. They'd rather have you hoax it. Hoaxing is the new thing. Read my lips. Hoaxing is what's in. And then anything credible, they come out and muddy it. Muddy. And then by the time it's done, it's like, what even happened? You know, it's kind of like if I go tell you and whisper in your ear and you tell the next person at work. By the time it comes back to you, the story was 10 times different, right? That's what happens. I got so much in my head and like this train of thought that I'm trying to keep for y'all to get out. And I have to choose my words wisely because I can't give out names. So I can only point to certain directions. Okay? I know a lot of this is hard to swallow, but it's true. One day, one of the higher-ups will crack. Anyway, there's a push for this woo movement, 2017. New shows, new everything. At conferences. And I played ball, and I played ball, and I played ball until they don't throw you a bone. They string you and string you and string you, and they don't throw you a bone. Then when I found out about the bodies, I was pissed because they need to come out. That's what I'm all about, man. I'm all about, I know they're real, I know what's up. And no matter where I went, then I started getting shut down. And then I would get deleted from here. And then my post didn't make it there. Nothing got sent out. So that's why, did you notice I didn't start doing anything on YouTube? Because I was already in. You guys didn't know me. I just went, ping! And that's why I was talking about top tier research. Nobody puts 2 and 2 together out here. We walk around like zombies. So anyway, the things that I'm telling you are truth. There's so much more. People that have got harassed and messed with, what happens is they go, I can't say that word, they go off kilter. They're made to look crazy, they're made to look nuts. Their channels get deleted. People disappear. People go to jail. What happens is the higher ups, whoever they are, you figure that out. Make a call. Somebody's out of control and we can't dumb it down. We've tried and we tried and there's a body and All of a sudden, extraction, gone. Threatens. People get involved. They ruin your life. They ruin everything. If you're a real researcher and you've had stuff come up missing out of your own home, you know. If you've been followed, you know. I'm not paranoid. I'm not schizo. I'm not crazy. So think what you want. I'm down to earth, rational, but I've been privy to things. What do they say? Whistleblower status? That might work. Just maybe. As long as you can prove payments, right? So I drop off these key indicators that might not mean nothing to you guys, but the other people that are out there watching on the other side of this little red dot right there, they know. Guys, just be aware of your surroundings, and if you're doing real research, keep to yourself. And that's why you don't hear about the real researchers. You hear about these goofy guys that whatever. I'm like one of the real researchers that is trying to push and push and push the dent through the iron curtain. That is why I'm hated. You guys can't fully put together and grasp everything that I'm saying because you don't know, but you can kind of fit the pieces together and you'll start learning. There's so many people out there that really know what's going on. They're real. Sasquatch is real. I'm going to make another point. There is somebody in this world that always looks at footcasts and prints. And we've always been taught this theory that there's a mid-tarsal break. Scholars, whoever came up with this idea, I don't know. All of a sudden it was changed overnight. And it was blamed on some research that was done at a university on the East Coast about people's feet, where they did this whole thing. The real reason it was changed, follow the timeline. Go look at when it was changed, and go look at, because nobody's putting this together, things like Daisy and other things, or other things that were called hoaxes. The reason it was changed is because a real Bigfoot foot was examined and looked at by some people. Whoa, they found out this is fucking amazing. All of a sudden it changed. Sasquatch have fingerprints. They have fingerprints. You ever notice how the big ups, let's call them the big ups, they don't got to put nothing out. They don't got to do nothing. Once in a while they feed off other channels or mention or do a show or whatever it is. They don't have to do nothing because they're already paid. Don't even got to be by TV, guys. They get grants. People get grants. People get money. There's a lot going on. My lord. There were some points in the beginning of this video that I wanted to touch on that I said I'd get to later. I should have wrote them down. Let me just try to think for a second. Even real research at Bluff Creek that's done by people is BS. And they own companies and stores and places you can go, and they end up on TV and acclaimed to be the best out there. And they know what I'm talking about. Now do you guys understand why you've seen so much negativity from me in the Facebook forums? Because when all this happened, I started going after him. They didn't like it, so they teamed up. They got this one, they team up, and they try to slam you. So I backed up, disappeared for a minute. Then they panicked. And everybody started reaching out. Hey, where you at? What's brrr? And I started dropping YouTube vids because the only way I could get it out was what was going on out there. But now they're even trying to do it so I can't share my vids. Try to drop them here, drop them there. Oh, I can't let this go through because of such and whatever shit that I want to make up, because I'm part of the elite team and I have to do what they say no matter how much whatever. Then you get people like, the problem is it's so hard to tell who is who, because you'll get the public that bashes you because it's just the public, and then you get the other people that bash you that can be on the inside. A lot of them I know, but there's other ones that you just don't know, and you don't know who to trust. So take it with a grain of salt. It is what it is. There's a lot going on, man. You guys need to start putting timelines together of what had happened, when it happened, how it happened, how things happened, who it could have been, who got rich, who makes money. Certain people from these southern states are promoted in these states, but when really good footage does come out, like thermal, holy shit, they panic. They got two options: either try to dumb this down, and it's so hard to, because then if you say thermal's lying, you're saying the military's lying, or the gear is lying, which is virtually impossible to do. Or plan B, come on in, bud, or come on in, ma'am. They're going to hate me for this, and I'm going to catch so much heat. Do me a favor. Just don't comment negative, because then I think you're part of them. Alright? If you don't like the video, just don't comment. Plain and simple. If you like it, that's cool. Guys, there's a lot going on, man. There is... The reason he released that video is because... Anyway, I had threatened somebody and told them I want my GoFundMe campaign to go through. If not, I was going to start divulging information within 10 days. And I was promised that a FLIR would show up on my doorstep, basically. But the person I talked to thought I was talking about my book. Immediately, they got a hold of the front man, and he drops this cover-up, trying to ease it on you guys. So if I do drop the informational bomb, you guys were already like, whoa, this is like a cover-up, this is like already here, and Western New York Bigfoot, he's crazy, man, he's like paranoid and on drugs, and oh my god, and the guy out in Utah, he's cool, man, because he like was telling us. He don't even know he's the fall guy. I hope he watches this. You think people pop up out of nowhere for no reason? No. They're built that way. So, I get 1,000 subscribers overnight. It's because I was already on the inside. I might have paperwork, I might have message trails, I might have all that, but at the end of the day, what's it really worth? Because if you go ahead and drop a name, you could ultimately get in trouble or face a lawsuit or whatever it is. Yeah, I paused you for a second, so I lost my train of thought, but it is what it is. And people are like, whoa, I see you've been contacted by the MIBs, which has a totally different meaning to some people. No, I was there with them, not contacted by them. How do you think I got all this gear that I did get? There's so much I want to drop, man. I'll probably get deleted from pages. I'll probably get deleted from groups. And the thing is, there's a lot of people out there I do like and I do share my stuff with. And we do collaborate because it is real and they really want to know about it. And if I get kicked out, I can't share it. So the problem is, unless you guys get me like 25,000 subscribers, I can't do nothing. You get what I'm saying? Because then who's going to really see the content? It's not going to matter. And they win. I wish you guys really knew about the extent of this. Just listen to some of the things that I was telling you and try to put it together. Try to think things through. I might not have a nice smile and I might not have a strapping jawline. What? Seriously? I mean, come on, guys. Stop being overwhelmed. Look at what happened with Obama. My point is made right there. Guy can talk his ass off and we got screwed, right? Don't take it from me. That's proof right there. So, little by little, I am waiting just to see if this FLIR gets dropped off here. That's all I'm waiting for. I'm going to see if it really does. I had friends say that they're going to hook me up with one and stuff like that, but no. There's supposed to be one set at my doorstep. We'll see if it happens. If it does, we'll see. If it doesn't, they better start controlling the media right now. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a whack job. I'm telling you the conspiracy is real. Because I was there. I don't know. There's so much in my head that I don't know how to drop it and say it, and I'm giving you pieces little by little. The video he made in Utah out there was because they were trying to touch on all the aspects they thought I would touch on when I really dropped a video. Then he deleted it, fixed it, changed it, edited some stuff, and then it went back on. But I grabbed it the minute it came out because I knew I was waiting for it. After the arguments I had gotten behind closed doors, I knew it was coming. So I kept my phone on alert. So then what they do, it's a standard protocol. It's written. Damage control. So there was damage, right? I did damage. What's protocol? Start bashing, getting people to naysay, throw me under the bus, all that. That's part one. Part two, the person that was damaged or the item or whatever it was that was damaged, regain it. How do you regain it? Get it back in the public. Make it cry. Emotional. Talk about things people love. Make a real experience in your life that you had that was maybe traumatic or a problem come to light. And then people are like, oh my God, puppy tears, and I'm so sorry. That's what happens. And you forget about the past. Like that. One day. Then they move on. Learn how to use a compass. People just made that video. Somebody just made a video on how to use a compass. Maybe then people control the media. Maybe they're really important. Super important. But for some reason I just had a video start on me. So let me pause it. I'm actually downloading a video as we speak. So let me try to get it on YouTube. It's just some research that we've done. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, I got it. Just got a new video uploading from being in the woods the other day. So I don't know, guys, I just kind of wanted to get some of this stuff out to you. Trust me, I'm not bullshitting. You can have people that naysay that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and the problem is I need people to share my videos. I need people to sub and share, and it's not about money. If you guys think you get rich on this, I had 400,000 hits this month, right? I think I made $100. What does that pay for in all reality? Gas money to go out to all these locations? Maybe. How many times a month? Not even. So people got it twisted. Oh, you're doing this for subs and you're doing this for subscribers, and get real. Seriously. Yes, I have a bachelor's degree. Yes, I'm educated. I'm not a redneck. Not a Yankee, like people like to call you. But guys, there's just a lot going on. Seriously, that there's so much. I might be dropping here pretty soon. You're gonna see more videos by more people. Not even gonna say what it's gonna be, but I know what it's gonna be. So some of the stuff that was said in that video was damage control. The video was damage control that was presented from Utah. You get it? You understand now? I don't think you guys really know what heartfelt truth really is. I think you're numb to the fact already. One person probably can't make the difference. You've seen what happened to me already. People get scared and don't want to share because of this. Way back when I used to talk in the ECBRO, I used to talk with all them members and tell them. They didn't even want to talk about it. Maybe on the side. Certain people do certain things because they're told to go in that direction, directly or indirectly, and get rid of certain people directly or indirectly. That's what it is, guys. Seriously, you need to understand. I just want to give a little tidbit here. That's all I want to do. Alright, guys? We'll see. We'll see. I don't want in. I don't want back in the round table. Don't want it. I want truth. Honesty. Realness. That body's going to be released. I'm telling you that. They know that I know by some of the things that I say just because they know. You don't know. Either way, think what you want.